angrier. "What did you intend to do then, asshole? Did you think knocking them around didn't hurt?" He punched the kid again. Scott hunched over, holding his stomach. "I said I was sorry. I won't do it again," he croaked. "Damn straight you won't do it again." Laz hit him 2 more times, sending him crumbling to the ground, sobbing. "All right, Laz, that's enough." Ashton pulled him off of Scott. "It's not enough until I know for sure he's not going to inflict pain on old people again." "Who does that shit anyway?" It was a rhetorical question, but Laz wished he could get answers on why some jerks did stupid stuff like that. He saw craziness more often than not on the streets of Atlanta, but stealing from the elderly, that was a new low. That thought angered him all over again, and he released a frustrated growl. "I should have hit his ass again." "Stop, man. I said I'm sorry," Scott groaned. "I'm sorry. Just arrest me already." Ashton grunted and helped the kid up. "Now how are we supposed to take him in looking like this?" Laz shrugged. "We handcuff his ass and then read him his rights." "Well, I'm not writing this one up. This is all on you." Yeah, I know." Laz and Detective Ashton Chambers had been partners for 3 years and friends even longer. Ashton didn't agree with most of Laz's tactics and didn't hesitate to call him out on his bullshit. Passionate about his job and getting as many criminals off the street as possible, Laz was a by any means necessary kind of guy. Since losing his longtime girlfriend 9 years ago to violence, he had made it his mission to wipe the streets clean of as many miscreants as he could, especially drug dealers. In Scott's case, there was still a chance to save him from the streets. Getting arrested over and over and then released just as fast hadn't taught the kid anything yet. Maybe now he'd think twice before beating up or stealing from anyone else. While Ashton escorted Scott to the unmarked police car that Laz had parked inside the warehouse, Laz reholstered his 9mm gun. He also pulled the gold police badge hanging from a silver chain around his neck out of the collar of his long-sleeved t-shirt and let it drop against his chest. Now he was ready. Ashton shook his head, climbing into the passenger seat. "You know you got issues, right?" "So I've been told." This wouldn't go well with their sergeant, but Laz didn't care at the moment. The video of this guy punching a 65-year-old grandmother over and over in her face, ignoring her cries, kept flashing through his mind. Laz knew his actions weren't right, but he'd deal with the fallout when it happened. "Laz, in my office, now!" Sergeant Dwayne Ford's raspy smoker's voice carried across the bullpen from his office door. Laz tried not to groan, but one slipped out, and he didn't miss the knowing glances and smirks coming from other detectives sitting at their desks nearby. He garnered a speech at least once every other week about his arrest procedures. As far as he was concerned, his actions in all of his cases were justified. "Why does he always call me into his office and not both of us?" Laz asked Ashton, sitting at the desk facing his. "We're partners." Ashton chuckled. "Because you always push the limits." "One of these days, man." Ashton didn't have to finish. Laz knew. His sergeant always went to bat for him. But there was going to come a time when Laz wouldn't be able to talk or negotiate his way out of the messes he willingly created. "Go get your scolding and then hurry back. We need to follow up on that downtown store robbery."